some of our risks. I don't want to say, I almost said gambles. No, we're not gambling, but we are going to have to accept more risk. Our risk analysis. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to Mars Horizon, where we're still mourning our fallen heroes. News of the launch disaster which killed astronauts Darkstar, Oriya, and Shadowcat is dominating the world's media. Thousands have gathered around the world to pay their respects to those one newspaper described as the boldest, the bravest, the best of us all. Agena research is complete. Alright, Venus Impactor is ready for the next phase of its mission. Now for research, we're going to go back over to the ComSat payload, and at this point we can actually begin construction of our Mars orbiting rocket, the Anglo-Irish Fell. Still, it's a tough defeat. It's a tough defeat losing astronauts that you care about, that you've invested in training in. And we really needed the mission to be a success for our agency. All around, it was a very, very sad loss. Let's continue with our Venus Impactor phase and try to get some science. Okay. Phase 2 of the Venus Impactor mission. Now we need to obtain our scientific data and watch for heat. Alright, heat threshold is 5. It's not too bad. 6, 6, and 9 are what we're looking for. And again, we have pretty low functionality on our payload for this mission, unfortunately. But I think our best options, let's look at our commands here. Telemetry transfer mitigates heat, magnetic field analysis mitigates heat, and that's it. That's all we got. This one takes power, this one takes data. I think we do some visual data collection, followed by a telemetry transfer, and then maybe then we do the magnetic field analysis, just to kind of give us some currency to work with. I feel like the orbital realignment is strong. Let's start with those commands. So visual data collection failed. We can still do the telemetry transfer, so we're not going to spend any of our precious energy on that one. Ugh, the payload took so much damage on launch. Okay, let's see. Yeah, reduced by 1. I think we're still going to be able to do what we want to do, which is the magnetic field analysis. Okay, so we've mitigated the heat, and we're going to get two more added to our little counter here. So now we have some data. This is pretty good telemetry transfer. So is orbital realignment. And then I think the magnetic field analysis continues to be a strong contender. No, I think our big exchanges, let's pay attention here. Our big exchanges are 1 for 3. Mission data update is good. Orbital realignment is good. I really like this mission data update. Of course, telemetry transfer heat is considered free. This is another good one. But we're getting a little heavy on comms. We might want to go more with the orbital realignment. Yeah, because we're going to need more of that nav data. Okay. Or we're going to need more navigation than data. Good night. I mean, we're going to do 2 orbital realignments. I think we just accept it. Oh my gosh. Wow. I think we just accept it. Oh, let's go. A successful orbital realignment. Oh, man. Woo. Little dicey there. So let's see. We do the magnetic field analysis, do the telemetry transfer, and then what? The orbital realignment again? I mean, that's That's pretty spicy. That's got us real close. I'd feel better if we could secure the data, maybe with a magnetic field analysis. So then what do we need next turn? A flyover course adjustment? Stand by. We're a little toasty. We're a little toasty. Magnetic field analysis makes good sense, kind of, because we want to reduce the heat. Flyover course adjustment brings us relatively close to our goal. And then I think we do a mission update. Gosh, is that even... Because then we do another one of these, and that'll put us down to 6, followed by... So this at least gets us complete. I don't know if the bonus reward is anything gonna be anything within our reach. Let's just confirm what we've got and see how we do. Yeah, especially with failed commands left and right, we need to just focus on mission completion. All right, we're going to just accept these terms. I don't want to, but we sort of have to. Okay, flyover course adjustment. Thank you. Oh my gosh, clear ping on the command return test. Oh, what did we do to deserve that? Okay, and now we're cooking up. We're starting to really burn up. I thought it was called an impactor. I feel like that's a thing that just has to happen. I mean, no. So we go 1 flyover course adjustment, and then we do the mission data update. That's, oh, it's so close. No, and then we have to get the heat down. So let's see, if we go telemetry transfer, magnetic field analysis, and then orbital realignment. Oh snap, as long as all 3 are successful, we'll get the bonus reward. We have no power to spend on anything. We have to be 100% successful on everything. Not off to a good start. Really not off to a good start. Telemetry transfer means we're not going to get the magnetic field analysis. Okay. And magnetic field analysis fails, which means we're only going to get 2 data. And orbital realignment also fails. So, whatever. We're down in navigation. But we still got the mission complete. We just weren't able to get the bonus rewards, which, gosh, at this point, we just got to be grateful we had a successful mission. We did it. We crashed something into Venus, and it recorded data on the way down. Woof. I'll take the science. Good night. That was horrible. Like, that was horrendous. Oh, man. The RNG is really not in our favor lately. Losing astronauts. Can't even get a probe to go to Venus properly. It's tough. It's real tough. Astronaut recovery tests we're currently conducting. No requests yet on Venus. We have the far side of the moon. I don't necessarily want to do that one. No water on Venus. Measurements taken by a recent entry probe have revealed that despite Venus's dense clouds, the planet lost its water long ago. Clouds instead are composed of mostly sulfuric acid droplets. Sure. Astronaut recovery test in the Mercury. Only the vehicle's booster reliability counts towards the launch reliability. I think for this mission we want to go with Salty Picks. A nice, affordable rocket. Proven to be effective. New request missions are available on the moon. No, it's okay. Let's go to the next month. They're going to reassess our funding. We've lost some support. Yeah, it turns out people don't like your heroes perishing in a rocket failure. That tends to sour everyone. So, but at least we're putting good science towards our ComSat, right? Because we're going to have a good bit of science for a while because of the Venus impactor. Nope, and it's gone. The Anglo-Irish Fell rocket is now completed. Suboptimal launch windows increase mission training bonus by 100%. Yuck. All right, well, I think we're going to go with science. And boop, 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 boop. Right. So if we go with January, suffer the launch penalty, we'll get 50% more science. Let's do it. At this point, we're rapidly reaching a point of you must double up to catch up, I believe, as they say. And so we are going to have to double down on some of our risks. I don't want to say, I almost said gambles. No, we're not gambling, but we are going to have to accept more risk. Our risk analysis matrix is going to shift. Experimental fuel means lower launch reliability, but, and science, I think we save our money, honestly, for the time being. What are we looking at? We're looking at almost going to be complete with this research very, very shortly. All right, astronaut recovery test. Launch reliability penalty is reduced. Okay. Salty Pix rocket is ready. It's a one crewed mission. Oh, one person crew. Tough call. 10% support rewards. Do we have support rewards? What are the rewards for this mission? No, it's just straight money. Well, that makes it pretty simple then. We're going to take Kid Caliber on this one. For training, I guess we'll do payload reliability. I don't know why we can't do science or... Oh, because it's lucrative. All right, confirm the launch date, kid. If it's lucrative, I bet there's a building for that. Vehicle build time. Number of astronauts. That's not a bad one. That's pretty reasonable. Contractor positive effects. It's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of things here I want to get, but we're just behind in everything, really, is what it comes down to. We need that science. All right, and the money is going to help, though. ComSat research being complete is a huge deal. Let's begin that mission immediately. For the commercial satellite. And we're going to send the ComSat up. Do we want the cheaper model? I don't think so, because we actually want the 50% bonus if we can get it. Let's plan for the standard payload, and we'll just begin construction on that immediately. And then what I would like to do is go to vehicles and say, for the commercial satellite, what am I going to need? According to this, we have the things required. So we might be okay, actually. If that's the case, we might want to just push on to the space station in an attempt to try to get there first. These take so much science to unlock. I wonder if this is the better option. 20% cost of science in the missions tree is like 1,200 science on some of these missions. Same with the vehicles. I mean, some. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm considering our options. This seems like the right call. Honestly, this one right here. Extra research lab expansion. Deep space network docking training facility. There's very limited like actual stuff that we're going to get there that's worth a darn. And this, you're looking at a lot of science for these missions, but wow. I think this is the right call. I think we bypass the crewed moon landing for now and we go straight to the space station. Okay, Japan has completed the research but is not planning the mission yet. Whereas by comparison, the moon landing, yeah, Japan's already done it. We could be second to that. Oh. We're not making the science. A company specializing in life celebration services has approached your agency requesting that your upcoming commercial satellite include a small additional payload comprising pet ashes. If accepted, the company will pay $500,000, but there's a chance the public will react negatively. We don't really need the money. I don't know how I feel about that. So what, we got a new request on the moon, micrometeorites. Let's see. We do have an open mission. No, we do not have an open mission. No, these are all waiting to go. Okay. Astronaut recovery test is going to get us some much needed science. And our launch window looks pretty good. No, this is money. This is not science. This is a lucrative mission. All right, Kid Caliber. This one is for you to pay the bills. So we're going to send you up in Salty Picks. Pretty reliable space vehicle and only a 5% critical failure rate. If this was our critical failure window on the 3-person space welding mission, we would have succeeded because we got 6. We hit the 6% window. All right, we're good for launch.
4, 3, 2,
1. Please. Let's be successful. Please, we have liftoff. I want to see the rocket going up nice and straight. No sparks, no bending. That looks pretty straight. Okay. All right. Straight enough. Ugh. Yeah, see, I don't like these low rolls. Get that out of here. Miss me with that. All right. Very reliable rocket, though, Salty Picks. A lot of research went into that from our engineers. So we're just testing our new astronaut recovery systems. This one's fairly straightforward. We just need comms and nav, kids. So I'm thinking, since you come to the table with comms, you can immediately jump into a trajectory update, followed by maybe a signal return test. And then maybe a flyover course adjustment. Let's go. Good trajectory update, kid. Thank you. Signal return test was no good, though. We had some atmospheric interference. I think we're just going to accept those terms, save our power. There you go. Good flyover course adjustment. At that point, we need to send a data transmission back about what went wrong, and then probably another manual trajectory update. I think that's the right call, although it might be to send out a mission report and then do a ground control connection. That gets us pretty darn close to our objective, so let's do that. So send out a burst data transmission, and then file the mission report with ground control. Minor trajectory miscalculation. I think we just accept this one. Save onto our power. It's precious. All right, and a good ground control connection. Right, this is where it gets weird because we need that trajectory update, followed by a flyover course adjustment, followed by a data transmission. That gets us in the vicinity. Let's keep doing it. Another manual trajectory update. Good. That's a good trajectory, kid. And a flyover course adjustment, well executed. Still getting interference. This is from terrestrial weather patterns. This might be one we resist. 7.6. Yeah, I think we resist this one because we need to keep our comms within a multiple of 2 away so that we can hopefully... All right, hold on. Let's assess. We're complete now, but the bonus reward on the lucrative mission would be really nice. We can get a signal return test, followed by power. No, scratch all that. Scratch all that. If we do the trajectory update, no, scratch all that. Flyover course adjustment gives us a data transmission, and then we ping our location with no slop built into it whatsoever. The manual trajectory update seems like the right decision, right? Because then we just need the course adjustment followed by the data transmission, and then we have everything with 1 power to spare. Let's go. First is the trajectory update. Okay, we can afford 1 less nav. We were gonna be a little high on the nav anyways. Flyover course adjustment gives us back the nav. I think that means we got it, because no matter what happens with the data transmission... Oh, good job, kid. That was great. All right. Astronaut recovery is complete, and that gives us the big payday. Plus 50%. That's good. We needed that. That is a big cash infusion right there. So we can look now at maybe some research missions. But I don't think... Yeah. We don't really have any up on the docket as of right this second. Commercial satellite is in the works. Space station is a good bit away from being done. Control systems check. Experimental fuel. It does get us some science. I think we just need to plan it. Launch reliability is going to be low. So we're going to want to send our most reliable payload. If we do the energized Mercury, it's almost the same as a Gemini. Let's just send the Gemini. We'll get the Gemini payload being built. Budgetary review. No real change. There is a new request mission available on Earth. Hey, our commercial satellite is done. Supplementary boosters, which we're not going to use. That's okay. Mars orbit is ready for launch. All right. Suboptimal date, but a lot of increased science because of it. This is going to be a big one for our science. Like, this is going to be a really big deal. The Anglo-Irish Fell class space vehicle. First launch. Adequate conditions got us right on the 10% threshold for success, but this is the first model of this rocket, the first class, or the model of this class, so a bit of a prototype, if you will. We're just going to have to hope we roll greater than 50%. We'll go for launch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we've got good ignition.
We have liftoff.
I mean, I want this mission to be a success, but let's look at the bright side. If something does go wrong, we're not losing more people. That looks pretty straight. I don't see any weird behavior. Okay. Thank goodness. Oh, -1 turn on the first task. That's horrible. A whole turn? That's horrible. Okay, so we're not going to get a bonus on the first task at all. Yeah, we have to enter the Mars transfer orbit with 1 less turn. It's only 3 instead of 4. What? If I restart, do I get to restart with 4? No, let's not do that unless we have to. I can't believe they did us like that. They really did. Okay, signal attenuation test followed by a manual thrust adjustment, and then can we go into negative thrusts? One calculated thruster burn at maximum efficiency gets us the thrust we need. And the navigation, okay, so the navigation is the big one we need. Micrometeorite detection seems like the way to do it. So let's start with that. Signal attenuation test rolled a 1. Okay, well, we're spending a power to resist this. We need that 3 comms for the manual thruster adjustment. Let's go. We need a little bit of a little bit on our side. Micrometeorite detection is complete. That's going to help us find a perfect path. Okay, all right. Calculated thruster burn. Followed by a boost transmission and then manual thruster adjustment. Okay, all right. Let's look again. Calculated thruster burn. And then oh my gosh. We need more navigational data. Manual thrust adjustment is our biggest chunk of... We could just go Doppler tracking and then maybe recharge power. That seems like the right decision. Let's do that. Calculated thruster burn is bad. Oh my gosh. Just can't get it going properly. So much trouble. Doppler tracking is successful, thank goodness. All right, and we lost the thrust. I'm tempted to pop the restart. You know what? We're going to restart the task. Let's just see if it gives us back our turn that we would have lost. That's what I'm mostly interested in seeing. Oh, it doesn't. We still only get 3 turns. And now we're hearing the noise like it's our last turn, even though it's not. Signal attenuation test, manual thrust adjustment. And then signal attenuation test again. 1 for 3 is really good. Alright, good signal attenuation. Manual thrust adjustment was concise. Second test is going to cost us a data. We're just going to accept that. That's fine. I think solar flare analysis gives us a calculated thruster burn times 2. And that's really good, actually. Let's take that. Alright, solar flare analysis gave us some extra data. Calculated thruster burn is going to give us 1 less nav. I think we're just going to accept that because we're doing the thruster burn for the thrust, not the nav. Now that we want to... Gosh darn it, we're just going to accept that too. In the end, we're minus a thrust, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we have 3 power, so we can resist every single action this turn if we need to. So let's just get it right. We'll have the thrust we need. So we could literally just do boost transmission, this one, twice. It's sloppy. It's so sloppy though. Losing that turn. Losing a whole turn too. We don't have a use for a single data. It's kind of just sitting on the table being wasted. We could do Doppler tracking and then just power. But we only need one power if we only have one command, right? After that, it's something like boost transmission, thrust adjustment. Boost transmission, thrust adjustment, thruster, burn, and then we're short on nav. So I think we just do it like that. We just take the messy mission completion. Of course, we're going to get successful transmissions on our last turn. Nope, not that thruster adjustment. It's going to cost an additional comms. That's not okay. We're going to resist that. We do want to actually complete the mission. All right. So we got in the Mars transfer orbit. It wasn't as good as we wanted, but look, there's our science, there's our reward. Commercial satellite is ready for a rocket. How about... Ooh, I like sugar is actually an option. But the Anglo-Irish Fell is cheaper. I like sugar has better launch reliability. %. I mean, you're talking about saving 100,000. Let's go with the Anglo-Irish Fell, since this is clearly a better vehicle, and we'll just use the Astronautica contractor. I think that's the right decision. This rocket will get more experience the more we use it, so. All right. Construction is complete. And where are we at? The Gemini is complete. This one is also a matter of, with the experimental fuel. I think we go with I like sugar on this one, but we change our contractor maybe to... Can we get something that's a little more... more science at a greater cost? Less money for more time. Oh, I would love it if we had like a better launch reliability. I almost think that the 20% science boost is where we want to be, and we just pay the extra money. We have to start paying attention to the little intricacies. The min-maxing is really where we're going to start to pull ahead if we're able to. New request mission on the moon. Lunar radiation. No special reward missions yet that we've seen. Not since the one we failed catastrophically. EVA repair exercise. That's a lot of science. Control systems check. It's also a lot of science. That's where we're going to wrap it up for this one, though. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Until next time, take care.